So Predator Badlands, it's finally out, finally got to see it. And is it what I wanted from a Predator franchise? Is this the direction it should go? It's, well, let's get into it. So I'm a big fan of the Predator franchise. I love Predator 1, don't mind Predator 2. I loved the Alien vs Predator movies, or at least the first one. I love Alien vs Predator 1. Alien vs Predator 2 has its issues, but everything with the Predator is generally really, really good, and that's the part that I love about that movie. I did like Predators, and I did not mind The Predator, or something like that it's called. I did like Prey. I really loved that movie. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I did do a review of that movie, and I did really like that movie. It had some really cool moments and such. And I did like Killer of Killers, where the little animated film that they recently made. That was also really good. And so now we got this third movie from Dan Trachtenberg, who made Prey and Killer of Killers. And it's a different movie. It's a completely different movie, and I knew that going in from the trailers and such. That now you're following the Predator, which is an awesome idea. Absolutely something I've always wanted, but is that a good direction? Just gonna come out and say it. I enjoyed this movie. I really actually loved this movie. I enjoyed watching Deck's storyline, the Predator of the movie. As soon as the movie opens up, we are following him and his brother. We get some Predator on Predator action, and it's great. I really enjoyed that story. Hearing the Predators talk as well was just so, like, it's so different. It's so new, but it's such a good take and good way to, like, explore the Predators and just this idea of their clans and how they just go about their daily lives and just go about things and just having siblings and their little bond and all that. It was so good. The first half of this movie is really, really good. Like, it makes you really care for this Predator. It makes you really care for Deck, who is just the want of the family, to the point that, like, yeah, he should have probably just been killed off, and, you know, that happens in nature, where it's just the little one that isn't going to survive, so, you know, parent just kills them off and such. That's basically what's going to happen here. It's like watching the goose in Wild Robot, where he wasn't supposed to survive, because he's just a want. But here he goes into, like, the most dangerous planet to try and prove himself, to take down the biggest beast of them all. And while it doesn't go in the direction that I thought it would, I still had a great time with this movie. Again, that first half is really, really good. And then later he then meets up with Thea, a synthetic from, the Alien franchise. So yes, Weyland Yutani is all here. Good old Weyland Yutani. Yay. I was a little worried I would get kind of annoyed with that kind of stuff, but no, it is just kind of there. Like, it does take a big part of the movie, but it's not really that bad or anything like that. It doesn't take away from this being a Predator movie. Essentially, it's a way to keep it PG by having the Predator take out a bunch of synthetics with white blood instead of all the red blood, actual gore, you know. That's how they basically kept it PG. But that said, it's still a gory movie. People are still losing limbs and being cut in half. It is the most R-rated PG movie you can get, basically. It's essentially just not R-rated because there's no nakedness or swearing and that kind of stuff. So now the character Thea, played by Elle Fanning, I was worried that they would be annoying, and they are kind of cartoony. They are very cartoony, kind of wisecracking, kind of happy-go-lucky, just, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's that? Oh, they're trying to attack us, haha. She's a little bit like that, and I was worried it would get annoying. But that's also kind of the point of her character. She does then become different as the story moves on and such, and there's this whole other story with her having, like, a sister, even though she's, like, a synthetic, but there's someone that, like, she also really connects with and, like, is basically a sister, and so there's, like, a sister-sister thing there, while on Deck's side there's a brother-brother thing happening. So, yeah, it all fits into the storyline of that ends up being a family buddy cop storyline, which is something I never ever expected for Predator, but I absolutely adored it. That is exactly what I wanted out of this movie. It's just I loved Alien vs Predator because I loved the human joining up with the Predator and the Predator, like, accepting them and, like, having the human help them out. That was so cool. That was absolutely, like, a dream come true. And so seeing this movie being exactly that, but, like, the whole movie. That is exactly what I wanted. It's exactly what I wanted. Now, is this like the direction the Predator franchise should go? No, because I still loved Prey. I absolutely adored what they did with Prey. I liked Killers. I liked the first Predator, second Predator. I enjoy the Predator hunting humans. But every now and then, if they're going to do a movie like this, hell's yeah, I want to see humans working alongside predators. But I do also still want to see predators hunting humans and such. But I'm not worried that this is going to change the Predator franchise forever kind of thing. We're still going to get those kind of movies. But I loved what they did here. Like, this movie has quite a bit of comedy in it, even for the Predator himself. But then there's also just a lot of just heartfelt moments. Just like there's just one little thing. Like, I'm not gonna go into like spoilers into this movie or anything, but there's this one little snake thing that helps the Predator, and there's a moment there that like made me like tear up and be like, why am I sad for this? Why am I sad for that? But I was. For people who watched the movie, you know what I mean. The little snake thing. It was sad. I don't know why, but I guess I was just enjoying the movie so much and really getting into this universe, this weird family thing they had going. It was a lot of fun. I also just liked a lot of the new tech that was used, or mostly it was just like Deck running around with this like red sword of his, which was really cool. And so you get a lot of just sword action, including like the predators fighting with swords, and it's really, really cool. This was just a fun movie. This is a popcorn flick. This is the most popcorn flick movie I've seen in a long time. Like, you can just watch this with your friends with popcorn and drinks and stuff and just have a good time. It's funny, it's weird, it's dumb, but it's good action. The Predator is great in it. I know a lot of people did not like his design, but once you start watching it, like, immediately, the story is telling you he's a what? He's a tiny predator. You kind of just get used to his design pretty quickly. Not to mention, I will say, and I think that's because of the CGI, which the CGI in this movie is pretty good. Throughout the movie, it's pretty good. There's never a moment where I point to the CGI and go, oh, that was bad. There's so many Marvel movies, I'm just like, I get pulled wide out of the movie because of like one or two moments where the CGI is so bad. It's so bad, I get pulled right out of it. But here, it's pretty leveled throughout the whole movie. Though, I do admit, I do miss just, like, the guy in the suit kind of thing. Which, yes, this did use a practical suit, but generally pretty much the entire movie, his face is CGI'd. Or has a layer of CGI on it, so you can see all his facial expressions and such, which does make the movie fun. He's very expressive, a lot more expressive than you would think for a predator, but he is very expressive. There's so many times I notice when, like, I don't know, he's laying on the ground and then something's like coming down at his face, and so he has to quickly roll out of the way. Like, he'll make, like, this little face with his eyes and such of just, like, oh, shit, and has to move out of the way. I notice stuff like that. His facial movements are really, really good. You really understand exactly what he's thinking and such. It's really good like that. Honestly, if you do just love Predators and just want to watch, or Yacha, if you just love, like, Yacha and want to watch them, just, I don't know, be a bit different and get along with a human, or like, well, it's not a human, it's a synthetic, but you know what I mean. And just kind of do this weird team-up thing. Like, you will enjoy this movie. I do think this movie is made for a very particular crowd, which is me, you know, collectors and people who love all this crap and dumb stuff, you know. I do understand there are going to be people who want that first movie, like, experience that was the first Predator movie. They want that. They want the R-rated gore and such. But you got that with Prey, you got that with Killers. Why can't this one movie be a little bit different? It's not changing the franchise at all. It's just a different take on the Predator. That's not a bad thing at all. This is very much just a good movie. It's a good movie that I highly recommend, especially if you are like me, who just adores this kind of weird kind of stuff and storylines with like monsters helping each other, just teaming up and all that. It's just it's dumb. It is dumb when you really think about it, but it's really good. It's such a good dumb. I enjoyed the action. I enjoyed the comedy. I enjoyed I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed Deck. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of figurines and such they bring out of this Predator character, because I will probably buy them. That's how much I liked and enjoyed this character. I can't really say too much without going into spoilers, but I did enjoy it. I really did. It's a fun time. I liked a lot of the creatures. There's some really cool creature designs here. There's a lot of gore. There's quite a few vor moments of like characters just about to be eaten. It kind of happens a bit too often. That's a bit like, director, But again, I really liked a lot of I enjoyed a lot of the creature designs. I enjoyed the world they were on and just like how dangerous and weirdly dangerous it was. There was some fun little ideas there. And yeah, the story does go in a fun kind of direction that is just enjoyable. It's an enjoyable ending and all that as well. I really, really enjoyed it. So let me go into my rating. What do I rate this movie? I don't know. I didn't think about it until now. I give Predator Badlands a score of 9 out of 10 foxes. It was a very enjoyable movie. I think I just wanted the ending fight scene with Deck and another Predator to be just a little bit longer. But it was also really good, and I totally understand why it was as short as it was. I fully understand it, but I just wish it was just a little bit longer. That's really my only complaint about the movie. I really, really did enjoy it. What about you guys? Let me know down in the comments below if you enjoyed this movie. And also, while you're at it, give this movie a like, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon, and this fox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now.